Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tech Rundown podcast. I'm your host, Anna-Lysa, covering tech in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia region. Definitely subscribe so you don't miss those headlines. Let's get into today's episode. Well, let's start with a little social media. Instagram launching their Instance version. They say it's a new way to share in the moment. Meta says they want to make it easier for people to share casual, everyday photos that disappear after your friends view them, similar to Snapchat, really. And Instance will live in the bottom right corner of your Instagram inbox. The photos will go to close friends or mutual friends. You do also have the option to turn off that feature. I tested it out. This is kind of what it looked like. How do I feel about it? Well, I think it can work. I'm not sure I'll be using it a whole lot because it does take time and effort to share this part of your day. I have slowed down on using Snapchat for similar reasons. I just don't want to share as much casual photos. I have so much I'm working on with content and things like that. So I think it's cool if folks want to use it. It definitely will be popular, I think, among younger folks. Also happening right now, we know trending, Bumble getting rid of its popular swipe feature. The CEO of Bumble, Whitney Wolfe, heard making that announcement in an interview with Axios late last week. She says they'll overhaul the app later this year amid a decline among paid users. Now, based on the comments on Instagram, users seem to be open to the change, with one person saying maybe a AI chatbot will initiate the first conversation to see if the users are a match. Now, according to TechCrunch, Bumble is also working on an AI dating assistant called Bee. So artificial intelligence, I'm noticing with the dating apps, definitely also going to be incorporated some way, somehow. And so do I like it? Do I hate it? I think it can work. I think there's a space for AI to become more popular among dating apps and helpful. It's helpful with our everyday lives in so many different instances. So this is just another way. So, the swiping fatigue can be real as well. So people may be tired of swiping, and maybe this could help find better quality matches. We'll have to see. Also, we know President Donald Trump is in China meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping this week. He brought along several big names, tech CEOs, Tesla CEO Elon Musk, as well as Apple's Tim Cook, BlackRock's Larry Fink, and more. The president is expected to discuss trade, AI chip sales, and the conflict in the Middle East with Xi Jinping. And so for the latest on that, you can visit all of our websites, dcnewsnow.com as well. Also, the Maryland Tech Council is hosting a data center listening summit this Saturday from 9 a.m. until 11 a.m. at the Frederick Innovation Technology Center to take questions from community members about future development plans. Now, we know county officials held a similar meeting back in February as well. Back then, County Executive Jessica Fitzwater releasing a statement saying, quote, "We have now made data centers the most heavily regulated industry in Frederick County, and we cut the number of acres available for data center development in half. We learned the lessons of Loudoun County and regulated the industry before the first data center even came online." So those are just some of her comments on that one. Data centers are becoming a controversial hot topic all across the DMV. Local leaders have been trying to figure out ways to regulate data centers as they become more popular in the area. Northern Virginia, especially, where data centers are popular there. Wow. And if you are looking for a job, well, the Secret Service is hiring a drone pilot in Landover, Maryland. Applications are due by May 25th. According to the job description, the Secret Service is hiring an unmanned aircraft systems operator, which is the official title for the drone pilot. They say the operators will conduct aerial surveillance and site assessments and direct support of protective operations for the vice president, and others being protected by Secret Service. And we definitely know drones are tough in this area. So Secret Service deciding to start using drones as part of their operations, or continue using them and continue using it, especially hiring in Landover, Maryland there. That is pretty good. I think that will be helpful to them to be able to get a better look in the area, especially as we get ready for the 4th of July celebrations, which we're already starting to see on the National Mall, them setting up for the 4th of July celebrations, America 250, which is expected to be huge this summer in the DC region. So I'm not surprised by this. And if you are a drone operator licensed and everything, this will be a great place for you to get in. And then also this week, I talked a little bit about quadruped robots, the robots that I saw at the recent AI Expo at the Walter E. Convention Center. Let's take a listen to just some more details about what it is and what I found out.
This is Spot. This is a quadruped robot we've called Spot.
Quadruped robots made a stop in the district last week for the recent AI Expo. They're especially becoming more visible in the world of public safety. These robots, created by Boston Dynamics, were commercialized about 5 or 6 years ago, and right now they're being used by people in academia, but also even police officers.
Because it saves some lives. Using the arm to keep people out of harm's way, so taking away suspicious bags, getting eyes on maybe a barricaded suspect.
We've recently seen similar robots being used by firefighters in Los Angeles. They set the camera-wearing bot to check out the stability of a tunnel under a freeway following a fire there. Now, according to the robotreport.com, the robots can start at roughly $75,000. And if you want more entertainment, Spot can do that as well.
It can dance. There's a choreography license that you can purchase, and it can dance around. You might have seen on America's Got Talent doing dances.
All right. Well, that does it for this week's episode of the Tech Rundown podcast. For now, you can find me on my website, Anna-Lysa.com/blog. Thanks for listening.